I have made over 700 cold calls at the age of 15 years old, and I'm still in middle school, and here's what happened. Hi everyone, welcome to a new YouTube video. I am Marwan. I have started my business from a couple of months ago, and my goal was to get my first client, and I have tried many things to get my first client down into my company. I have tried cold outreach methods like cold DMing, cold emails, and the last thing I stopped in was cold calls. The cold calls, I have a long story with them. As I told you at the first of the video, I have made over 700 cold calls, and they bring me a lots of good results as a beginner. Firstly, when I started in SMMA, I was calling businesses. My sound was not. I was nervous. My English was not perfect. I was nervous when I speaking with any owner after saying we are the owner. What do you need or something like this? And after call by call and day by day, rejection by rejection, I know how you can fix this problem to speak properly very well with someone with that one you are calling and to pitch them with the right script. So I'm going to break down what's the problems you are making while you are calling and how you can fix them and how you can use the right script to attract their attention in the first 5 seconds of the call. So without being said, let's just go on into the video. So firstly, you sound like a nervous man. You are worried. You are anxious. But in the reality, the people who win, who are the people that are very calm, quiet while they are speaking, are not nervous. Speak one by one, quietly, to make them feel that you are really confident while you speak with them. And this is the reason. You are speaking with them like a robot, robotic speech. You are not speaking with them like are trying to build a conversation between you and the person you are calling. So you need to speak with them as you are speaking with anyone else. Build with them a conversation, build a trust, book a meeting at least with them. And this could be the most problem that's stopping you from reaching to the first client or the first meeting booked for you. This is the problem that every beginner like me facing in their starting of their journey. And how you can fix it is by just doing cold calls. If you are worried in the first call, two, three, four calls, you just need to go and do a lots of calls and you are gonna be very, very good while you are speaking. And here's why I have made over 700 calls to see what's gonna be happening with you. And here's what I have noticed. Firstly, when I speaking, my first one or three calls, I was getting rejected. All people were saying not interested, thank you, don't call me back, remove me from your list, and all this bullshits. I was getting that and was getting that rejections, and I'm still have a vision of book my first meeting. And my sound was very nervous. My English wasn't perfect. I was speaking like a child who was worried about something. I don't know what is it. And what happened with me after I have made the 700 calls, I have booked my first meeting. My sound was perfect. My English has been improved. I'm not an English native speaker, so this is a problem that I have faced. And there are lots of things I have noticed, lots of good things you are gonna be noticed. And the fake people who are saying you need just to do 100 calls to reach out to your first client, they are fake people. At the beginning, you are still a beginner, don't know how to speak. You are not still perfect professional salesman. You are still a beginner, and you may be young like me. I'm 15 years old, still in middle school. And here's the problem. You need to train until become a professional to book more than 10 or 20 meetings per day as you see them. Not just by you will see the people on YouTube doing them like they are making 7 calls and they get a lots of booked meeting, about 5 booked meeting from 7 calls. This is fucking insane. They are cheaters. They cheat in you by selling you something that's not really good. They are not showing you the reality of making cold calls. They show you the best thing they are doing. And I'm going to to show you the reality of making cold calls. The first 1000 call you may ever made in your life are gonna be very bad, as you are still a beginner. And after that 1000 call, you are gonna be really professional. You are gonna be able to book a lot of meetings per day, as you see on social media. Second reason why you are getting rejected in the first of every call is you similar or look like anyone else doing cold calls. At the first of anyone do cold calls, if you are calling any business, getting their number from Google or anything like this, you're gonna say, "Hey man, I speak to the owner. Hey, how are you? Is this the owner?" This is how do most of people say. And if you are getting that leads by you're getting the personal phone number for the owner, you're just gonna speak with them. "Hi John, how are you? How are you doing today?" The person you are calling don't care about themselves. They don't care about how do you ask for them. They ask about if you can help them really with their business. If you are asking about anything about their business to help them. So the best script you can use for the opener, you can just say, "Hello, hey, is this owner?" After you speak to the owner, you can just ask them a question. If you are calling a cleaning company, an example, you can say, "Hey, how are you currently getting your cleaning contracts? Hey, does your cleaning contracts come from referrals, or there are other sources you are getting clients from?" This is two ways to pitch them, to get them to the right way, to grab the attention, to see, to just build a curious inside of them. They could just ask themselves, who is this calling? What do he wants from us? And after calling them by asking them a question and they answer a question and they answer, they are gonna be really feel bad. They are gonna feel what ثانية. And after asking them a questions and they are answer them, they are gonna think you are a real person, need to help them, not just anyone else making calls. I don't know. I don't say you are gonna get a 10% attention rate or agreement rate. You are getting lots of rejections as anyone gets, but this is how we can increase the booking meeting rates. So to grab the attention, that's what I am helping in, and that's what it helps in. And the third reason and the last one that makes the people hang up in the first of the call, you are speaking like a salesman, not as someone going to help the business by making a conversation with the owner. As I told you in the reason before, you need to speak with them like you really need to help them by asking them a question about their business. And when you ask the question for them, they are gonna grab their attention, and then you are showing for them that you respect their business. You really need to help them, and to book a meeting with them, you need to speak with them like while speaking as a normal person. You need to make a conversation, not to do a sales call. There's a big difference between them. Instead of anyone doing sales calls or something like this, you are going to be making a conversation calls. The conversation calls are going to be the best one who wins, because in 2026 everyone has got over 100 cold calls. Every business owner is getting a lots of cold calls per day, and they are know who is the right person to speak with and who are the fake people are making just the calls to see if it's gonna work or no. So we need to fix your script by dialing the persons and speaking with them like you are a person who really want to make a conversation with them, to speak with them, to help their business to reach to a bigger thing for their business. And that's 3 reasons I have got them from my personal experience. After making that 700 cold calls, I've got that experience from a lot of calls, a lot of tries, and a lots of chances. And after making this, I have noticed that 3 reasons that I have break down before, and I just want to document my journey for people who really want to start a business and they are worried of starting the business. They are afraid of failing, and to the people who have really started their business and made everything, but they have failed in the middle because the 99% of the people, or most of them, quit after 1 or 2 months, and they say the problem is the business. Not right. The problem is in you yourself. You need to complete and never give up to reach what you hope. So I'm going to break down my cold call script that I'm using to pitch a cleaning companies. So let's just go on. I will leave the script down below in the description so you can grab it. So after pitching lots of cleaning companies, firstly, what I do, I ask them a question. I say hello. If I am speaking with the owner, I could complete speaking. If I have got a call respond from a receptionist, I could move from them to the owner by just asking them, may I speak to the owner? And they are gonna move me if the owner is available. So what I firstly do, my first question is, do most of your cleaning contracts come from referrals? And after responding to my questions, I ask them another question: are you happy with that number? So the second questions make them feel worried if they are really have doesn't really happy with the numbers they are generating, because when you ask them a first question, you show them that you are really interested in their business and you need to know more about their business. And then when you ask that second question, you show for them that they are really bad and they know and they need your service very quick. And then after asking that question and they say, what are you offering, how you can help me, and anything like this says yes, I could say, great. So we help commercial cleaning companies get more cleaning contracts through paid ads. So are you interested in increasing your monthly income? And after saying this, I am waiting for a response, not speaking more. I am just listening. As a good salesman, you need to listen for them, asking them quick questions to get from them a response for your questions. And after they respond, you're gonna speak with them like a normal conversation, as I said for you. And then to book a meeting with them, you can say, if it makes sense, we can jump on a quick 10-minute call and I can show you how it works. This is how you can book a meeting with them. And what I have shared with you is the best scenario you may face while you are making cold calls. There's a lots of other scenarios you may face, like you getting rejections by people say for you, we are not interested. What you are gonna do is you are gonna ask them, tell them totally fair. Most people say that at first, but I have a curious question for you. And that curious question is gonna be, are you happy with that number? I know that I have mentioned that question twice, but most of people are gonna hear the first question, how are you currently getting your cleaning contracts? And little people are gonna hear the second question, but most of them are gonna say we are not interested after the first question. So the second question is gonna grab their attention by asking them that question. So you are gonna say totally fair. Most people say that at first, but just a curious question: are you happy with that number you are generating per month? So this could be the second question, as I told you, because there's lots of people not hearing to the second question in the first of the call. So you can change the question as you can. You have lots of options. This is related to the niche you are calling to, or anything like this. And if they got a rejection, they said, we do marketing, we have a marketing company do this, you're gonna just ask them a question too. You're gonna say totally fair, a quick question though: if your current marketing was bringing you all the cleaning contracts you want, would you even be open to hearing from someone like me? After saying this, they are gonna feel worried, because what if they really have a good marketing company? Why do they even welcome late with you the call? That question is gonna make them feel that they really have a problem and you can fix it for them. So you can just hang to book a meeting with them, go to book a meeting, and it's gonna be very well. And that's it, all the things that I want to share with you in that video. And I want to tell you last thing, I'm not successful yet, I haven't made it yet, but I'm closer than I was yesterday. And if you are watching this, just know this: you don't need to be perfect, you just need to start and don't stop. So this is just the beginning of my journey. Let's see where this goes. Peace.